cause y'all know what it is.
TNN Trap News Network.
I was with Rich Rapper.
I fucks with you.
What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. Back in this thing, back in this thing. It's like cracking this thing here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledgeito you're not finna get in nobody's collegeito. Make sure you hit that notification bell at the top. Hit all, stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest. Hit that like, hit that hype, hit that comment, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that share button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Make sure you tap in. Leave a comment because we're going back to the chili giveaway. So when we get to 31,000 subscribers, we're going to make sure that we pick the best comment between now and 31,000 subscribers. And we're going to give you some chili, big dog. So it's important that you comment. It's important that you comment. It's important that you comment. Once we get 31,000 subscribers, we're going to make sure that we let y'all know an exact date and exact time that we will be doing a live to give away that money. You got Cash App, you got Apple Pay, you got Zelle, you got Venmo. Don't worry about it. We're going to make sure you get that chili. Make sure you hit that like button, that comment, that good subscribe button. TNN Trap News Network. We taking it back to the basics, man. Let's jump into this news.
This morning, Saturday, February 28th, 2026, Nipsey Hussle was giving Nipsey Hussle swear. Let's see what the people thought about it. Let's get into it. Trap News Network.
News you can use, knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college. You see it right there, man. Spoetyface is responding to Munchie B after Munchie B had some things to say about him on the Morals Over Money podcast earlier this week. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Into a heated argument. And salutes and shout outs to Spoetyface. Make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. He wanted to address Munchie in that situation, so let's get straight into it. Now, Munchie said Adam 22 is a custer because he's a civilian, and just because that Damu dissed the Crips in front of you, Crip Mac made you apologize to all the Crips, and you did. Now, Spoetyface told Munchie you need to wake up and smell the coffee and understand that everything is content. And Crip Mac didn't make Adam 22 apologize to the Crips, because at the end of the day, Adam 22 don't gotta apologize to nobody because he's a civilian. And it wasn't him who dissed the Crips, it was that Damu. But the only reason he apologized to the Crips is because him and Crip Mac got a good relationship and they've been friends for a long time.
No, I can agree with that. Adam 22 is definitely trying to make sure that he doesn't lose a relationship that he has with Crip Mac, so he's going to say what he needs to say to make sure that Crip Mac doesn't feel disrespected, or if he does feel disrespected, make sure he can mend that problem.
Crip Mac punk Adam into his daughter, you know, it's all podcasts on me, it's all content, dog. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody made Adam do that. He would not. If he didn't want to do it, he wouldn't do it. It's all content.
Now, Spoetyface said Munchie B already openly admitted on the internet that he's biased when it comes to the B team. And he told Munchie, I'm curious to know, what if the roles was reversed and that was a Crip up there and he dissed the Bloods? And then you got a Blood that goes to No Jumper and presses Adam, making him apologize to the Bloods. Would you call Adam a custer, or would you let that slide? Because when that Blood dissed the Crips,
we all know that it will be allowed to let slide, but he started off by saying Munchie B has already admitted the fact that he has a bias towards his community when it comes to the internet.
You said that Adam getting held accountable because he's a civilian. So would you think the same way? Now, Spoetyface said the only issue he had with that Damu from Bompton is that room was full of Crips, so why would you go up to Adam 22, who don't bang at all, and diss the Crips in front of him, when you could have pulled up on any one of those Crips that attended that event and said that to their face?
That's the only problem that I had with that young man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's other keyways, it's other, you know what I mean, Crips in the building. Why would you try to come whisper that, you know what I'm saying, to a white man?
Now, Spoetyface said Munchie be the type of person that if a Damu does something bunk and it hops on the internet and we speak about it at No Jumper, he'll do whatever he can to defend that Damu to try to make it seem like it wasn't. Now, Spoetyface told Munchie B, when it comes to podcasting, leave your emotions at home. Because if you're really trying to be successful in this ish, you gotta be able to talk about everything and anything and be non-biased. Now, Spoetyface said before he popped up at No Jumper, he had a sit down with Munchie B and he told them that even though our hood's beef in the streets, me and you, we on a different mission. And he said after him and Munchie B made that agreement, Munchie B must have not got the memo because he turned into a Blood sympathizer. And every time a Damu's name gets...
Well, I wouldn't say that he's a Blood sympathizer because he's a Blood. So I would just say that I just, like you said, his bias is towards his community. You feel me? Like there's no way to dance around it. Munchie B is not gonna say anything negative to the effect of the B team overall. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna point out whatever about the Crips, but when it comes to the Bloods, he's gonna stand in solidarity with his community.
It's brought up at No Jumper. If it's not something positive about that person, Munchie B goes into his defense and starts arguing with everybody. Now, Spoetyface said the reason why he called Munchie B a blood sympathizer is because when Munchie B brings up a scenario about a crit, you never see me once getting butthurt. But every time somebody brings up something about a blood and it's not in a shining light, if you look closely at Munchie B's face, he's pissed off. Now, Munchie B said if the Crips do some J-Cat-ish on the internet and I feel like talking about it, I'm gonna talk about it. And Spoetyface said if that's the case, you should be talking about Whack 100 every day because he's a Damu and he does J-Cat-ish every day. Now, Spoetyface told Munchie B, we already know that you a blood sympathizer, but he
well, Adam already told us that he doesn't want to hear Munchie B talking about Whack no more, so there's
respected because at the end of the day, Munchie B's a real Damu. But he told Munchie B, you can't be mad at me and Young at Hefe for calling you out on it, because you do the same thing to us.
The only thing that you say is you don't like Whack. Okay, that's cool. Like, I'm nobody telling you you ain't got a wolf over the internet or nothing like that. We just said what we assess, what we see. When it comes to Bloods, you have more leniency. And you more timid to not speak about that, which is cool. That's fine. I respect the movement. I respect the movement, bro. I respect the system. I respect the code. I'm not mad at you for that. But you can't get mad when a nigga call you out on it, bro.
Now, Spoetyface told Munchie, since you ain't keeping it 100, here's a list of all the Damus that do bunkish on the internet.
Whack, not gonna defend him. I don't like Snoopy. Not gonna defend him. Who are we talking about?
But you just said right now, young brother, that it's no Bloods, no Damus on the internet that's talking business or doing J-Cash. From my understanding, D Brazy on the internet, the A5 from V&Z on the internet, Snoopy Badass on the internet, Whack 100s on the internet, Clean Pills on the internet.
Now, Spoetyface told Munchie, if we was all potting at No Jumper, laughing and having a good time, then why'd you get emotional when I said I had to ask you a question? And Spoetyface said, I know the answer is because it was referring to somebody that's part of the P team. Now, Munchie B told Spoetyface that he not finna argue with another grown-ass man, because that's a female-ish. And Spoetyface responded back by saying,
well, that's kind of literally what a podcast is. People having a difference of opinions and difference of thoughts and difference of, ways of going about situations, and that's almost 100% what a podcast is for the most part.
That's true. Then how come you didn't say that to me at No Jumper? Why would you wait till you go home and drop a video on it?
This what I don't be liking, bro. When you have an opportunity, to handle things and have a conversation like me, you rather skip that opportunity than just bring it to the internet.
Now, Spoetyface ended it off by saying he ain't got no beef with Munchie B. And he told Munchie B, you dropped a long-ass video on me, so it's clear that you got issues with me, and my only problem with that is we was both at No Jumper, so how come you didn't address me there? You waited till you went home to do a video on it. Now, Adam 22 better sort that out, because No Jumper can't afford to lose neither of them. Now, Spoetyface told Munchie B, get out your feelings, and if you want to be part of this podcast, you better be prepared, because people's going to be talking.
I say this with no bias. If it goes into a back and forth or who Adam is going to side with, I believe that Adam will side with Spoetyface before he would side with Munchie B. Drop a comment and let me know what you think.
About Crips and Bloods.
And if it go that way, I'll break down the reason why. But right now, I'm going to just leave that out there, and I'm going to let y'all hold on to the rest.
And that emotional ish that you're doing online, that's something a female would do. Now, salutes up to Munchie B as well as Spoetyface. And now that you heard what Spoety said, y'all like...
All right, man, hit that like, comment, subscribe button. Make sure you follow Paperboy News, Spoetyface, and Munchie B. But we going to watch this one. It's going to get tricky. Red dots to the left. You know the rest. We gone.
Apollo Jackson.
Dangerous. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Work all in the floorboard. Tell the ops check the scoreboard. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. And if you shoot, you ain't miss. A nigga ball like game 6. A nigga ball like game 6.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
Game 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke, I never let him hold me. Final seconds with my back against the wall. 81 point strong with this K, I call it Kobe. Running through this lettuce, nothing you can tell us. gotta watch my back, I know that they get jealous. Real shit, I got rich, ain't gotta embellish. Real life made men, they call us good fellas. And I ain't got anxiety, I know it's intuition. May never love a bitch, but I for sure play my position. I know the streets talking, I'm cracking, so I ain't tripping. I said I play for keeps, but I guess them niggas ain't listening. Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Nah, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Miss it with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
I've been winning, tell my ops check the scoreboard. Money in the attic, work all in the floorboards. Late night, that's the life that we pray for. Overtime with the pack is what we in the game for. Put myself in the game and everything is just a memory. Made a couple plays for the pain, not an enemy. Gotta watch my friends more, I gotta watch the enemies. Friends is hella fake, I know what enemies intentions. I let it go until it click if I'm aiming. Started staying safe and ended up staying dangerous. Game on the line, see the pressure I can take. Hall of Fame shit, so with this mind, I'ma take. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Miss it with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Miss it with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas always inside when it's dangerous. Shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.